Hi, everyone. I hope that everyone is doing good and staying positive. This evening, I'm breaking down some awesome remote roles that pay well, offer real benefits, and let you work from the comfort of your own home. Whether you're changing careers, need more flexibility, or just want to skip the commute, I've got options for all backgrounds and experience levels. So grab a notebook, get comfy, and let's find your next remote job together. I actually did a live stream of this very same video yesterday and didn't find out until I went to process the live stream that it did not record any audio and I was not actually present on the stage to do this for you. So this is a late night cast. I typically don't do late night. It's generally during the day or early morning. But the first company we have up here today is Deel. Deel is a remote first company. And so Deel is looking for a customer onboarding manager. In this particular position, you're going to be the main point of contact for new clients, guiding them through onboarding and ensuring long term success with Deel. You're going to manage onboarding projects, keeping multiple stakeholders on track for a seamless on time launch, and act as a trusted advisor, offering strategic guidance on product features and operational issues. You're going to advocate internally for your clients, helping shape new products and improvements. So there's going to be some cross selling in this particular role. And then you're going to collaborate with teams like customer experience and R&D and help document best practices. You'll also, while cultivating this particular role, become an expert on Deel's platform, industry trends, and customer needs. You're also going to solve complex issues for your consumers quickly and creatively. So who are you? You're going to have 3 years in customer service onboarding, business to business, SaaS or SaaS, ideally in human resources, payroll, or finance. You're going to have strong project management skills, juggle several projects at once, and never drop the ball. So when you do customer onboarding, it's pretty much project management, and project management is throwing a million plates up in the air and making sure that nothing falls and breaks. You're going to have excellent communication skills, be able to explain complex info simply, be detailed oriented, organized, and proactive, and adaptable, as well as comfortable in fast changing settings. Now, some bonus points are what we call on Deel's wish list for this particular role is experience with international clients and remote teams, have technical skills with tools like Salesforce, Jira, and Gainsight. And so those are all ticketing systems. Competitive pay. They also want you to be multilingual in Spanish and Portuguese is a plus. So remember, these bonus points that you get are on the wish list. It's not required. There's also no degree required for this particular role, but they do want you to have experience. So now when we get into the benefit side of this particular role, there's competitive pay. The average salary for similar roles range from $70K to $110K per year in the US, depending upon experience and location. Deel offers stock grant opportunities, flexible remote work, perks and benefits tailored to your role and your country, and then inclusive rewards and scalable benefits for all. Now, in offering a pro tip for this particular role, I would say come prepared to the interview if you're called for one. Come prepared with a story, right, about complex onboarding challenge or just a complex example of when you worked with clients that you solved. You want to show how you manage stakeholders, stayed organized, and drove results, and then emphasize your ability to adapt, your ability to collaborate and make customers feel valued. Now, in these particular types of roles, like implementation specialist, onboarding manager, they're very much similar in nature. And these types of roles have grown by over 20% in the tech and the SaaS sector since 2021. Now, the average US salary for these particular types of roles is $85K, with top performers earning about $110K per year. 72% of onboarding implementation roles are now fully remote or hybrid. And 61% of companies say that successful onboarding is critical to their client retention and upselling. The average onboarding specialist manages about 10 to 25 projects or clients at a time. Now, 48% of onboarding professionals typically will hold a certification in project management or agile or something similar. This particular role doesn't require that type of certification, but to kind of upsell yourself, if you're hired for this role, acquiring that particular certification wouldn't be a bad idea. You may not have a plan to stay long term at this company if you're hired. So if you have that certification in your back pocket, you can definitely upsell yourself for the next opportunity. Remote international work is increasingly the norm, and global collaboration skills are highly valued in these types of roles. So it's very normal to work in these kinds of roles and have to commit to different time zones for different meetings and different meetings and things of that nature. So just keep that in mind. If you are interested in this particular role, you may have to commit to some different time zones and kind of working an unnatural schedule. So that's something to definitely take into consideration. So if you're interested in this role at Deel, I encourage you to apply. We're going to move on to the next opportunity with a company called Resilience. And this is within the cybersecurity spectrum. And so at Resilience, they're on a mission to take the world cyber resilient to material losses by helping organizations stay ahead of the bad guys. What I found here at Resilience is they're looking for a claims operations analyst. Now, in this particular role, and this is a remote first company as well, and so it was founded in 2016. In this particular role, what you're going to do is oversee the intake, acknowledgement, and initial processing of cyber and tech errors and omission insurance claims. You're going to create and deliver loss run reports, respond quickly to loss run requests from both internal teams and external partners. Now, a loss run report is a report that logs all of the data that is related to a company's claims experience. You'll also maintain and send monthly claim bordereau reports to stakeholders. You'll receive thorough training to manage complex excess cyber and tech E&O claims. You're going to take charge of claims management information, analyzing, organizing, and ensuring data accuracy. And then you're going to research cyber risk and insurance trends to support thought leadership and informed risk strategies. You'll also be supporting security engagement initiatives, reinforcing strong data protection and risk management for clients. What you'll need in this particular role, or what Resilience is looking for, they're looking for someone with 2 to 4 years in an administrative support role, and that's ideally in insurance or legal fields. Proven discretion with sensitive, confidential information, strong organizational skills, and the ability to juggle multiple tasks. Now, they also like you to be proficient in Google Sheets and or Excel, including formulas and filters, and then solid research skills and a knack for industry insights. And so they'd like you to also be an excellent communicator and have the ability to break down complex information for any audience. Now, let's get into some of the benefits that Resilience is offering. They're offering an innovative, supportive company culture, flexible work schedules, and paid family leave, paid health care for employees, a 401k plan, flexible paid time off, and then an employee referral bonus. And not to mention professional development and career growth opportunities. Now, the pro tip that I would give if you're called for an interview for this role is to show your process, right? Be ready to describe how you organize complex data, prioritize tasks, and handle sensitive claims information or just sensitive information overall. I would say use those examples that highlight your attention to detail and adaptability, and traits that these are the traits that are highly valued in this field as far as I can see. Now, claims analyst roles in insurance are projected to grow by 6% from 2022 to 2032. And then the median annual salary for claims analyst is between 60 and 75K per year. And then you have top earners in the cyber claims space reaching about 85K per year. 68% of insurance companies now offer hybrid or remote work options for operational staff. And then data management and reporting are among the top 3 skills cited by hiring managers for claims operations roles. So if this particular opportunity with Resilience catches your eye, I encourage you to apply. We're going to move over to our next opportunity, which is part-time with a company called iRhythm Technologies. Now, iRhythm is a promoter of heart monitor patches and devices. And so at this particular company, which is also remote first, I found an opportunity with, it's part time and it's a customer care advocate. So, what you'll be doing in this particular role, you'll provide exceptional support to patients and customers by troubleshooting product service and enrollment issues. You're going to respond to inquiries via phone, email, and CRM tickets. So, here we are again with speaking about Salesforce and Jira, which are ticketing systems. And you'll handle about 60 plus activities per day. You're going to maintain positive relationships with patients, consumers, and team members. Document all your interactions within that ticketing system, that's going to be Salesforce, and ensure compliance with internal processes. You're going to manage tickets and emails efficiently and participate in live meetings and trainings via Zoom. You're going to uphold HIPAA and privacy standards, ensuring a secure and confidential work environment. Now, let's talk about the experience here. iRhythm is looking for someone with 2 years in a high volume customer service environment. There's no degree required for this particular role. They would like that 2 years experience in customer service to be either healthcare or medical device experience preferred. Strong verbal and written English skills with clear and proactive communication styles. And then experience with Microsoft Office, Outlook is required. Word and Excel and PowerPoint are preferred. So as long as you know how to navigate the email through Microsoft Office, that's going to be the winner here. And then it's also going to be bonus points if you have experience with Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. They would also like the individual to have a comfort with Salesforce.com or other similar CRM platforms, and that's the ticketing systems. They'd like someone who has the ability to multitask, stay organized, and handle sensitive situations with patience and professionalism. They'd like you to be adaptable to fast changing environments and willing to work weekends or holidays as needed. And just to take a moment to pause, I see Kile is Live 29 is here in the building today, joining the live stream as well as Boss JV. Thank you both for coming today. I appreciate it. Now, we're going to go back into the requirements or the qualifications for the role. They'd like you to have the ability to multitask, stay organized, and handle sensitive situations with patience and professionalism. Be adaptable to fast changing environments and a willingness to work weekends and holidays as needed. Now, you do need to have the ability to type at least 40 words per minute. If you go back to some of my older videos, you will see free courses on Typing Trainer. And then if you look in the description boxes of some of my older videos, you're going to find that as well. And the Typing Trainer will also be in the description box for this video that I'm releasing tonight. So the ability to type at least 40 words per minute and navigate web-based systems confidently. Secure home office space, high-speed wired internet is required. So let's talk about that. That means you cannot have a Wi-Fi system in terms of your internet. It has to be hardwired. And then a desk setup that will be able to secure or comfortably see dual monitors. Now let's talk about the benefits that iRhythm is offering in this part-time role. Flexible remote work, paid healthcare and family leave, 24/7 support environment with overtime and holiday shift opportunities, professional growth and development, and a pay range between $20.19 per hour to $25 per hour. This actual pay that you receive is going to vary based on experience and location. Now let's get into the pro tip here. The pro tip for interviewing. So if you're called for an interview, I would encourage you to highlight your experience managing high call volumes and resolving sensitive issues with empathy. Digital empathy is a huge skill set that most employers who are offering remote work really are looking for. And then also, if you can share a specific example of how you stay calm and professional during a stressful customer interaction, that's going to be leverage for you in that interview. And then show your adaptability and solutions oriented. Now, in terms of customer service roles, customer service reps in healthcare earn a median hourly wage of $19.75 per hour, with top performers in remote roles earning about $26 per hour. 70% of healthcare customer service jobs now offer remote or hybrid options. And then the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics projects steady demand for skilled customer support reps through 2032, with growth in remote and tech-enabled roles. Now, companies with strong customer service support teams report up to 33% higher patient satisfaction and retention rates. So if this role resonates with you, I encourage you to apply. But as always, I encourage you to take a look at the entire job board, because this is not the only role that's available. There are various remote roles available with iRhythm. They are a remote first company. Just a quick bio break here. Getting a little dry while I'm speaking. So we're going to move forward to our next role with Cambium Learning. And this is also a part-time role. It was customer care advocate. And so Cambium is helping more than 30 million students and teachers across the country tackle the greatest challenges in education. So here we have a part-time customer service rep, and this is within the Time for Learning team. And so what you'll be doing in this particular role is you're going to support the Time for Learning team users by answering questions via phone, email, and chat, as well as social media. You're going to resolve a wide variety of issues. So that's going to span from billing to technical support to homeschooling and product inquiries. You're going to record customer interactions and feedback, ensuring follow-up for unresolved concerns. And then you're going to suggest improvements based on patterns you notice in customer questions. You'll provide friendly, prompt, and professional service, leaving a strong first impression with those clients. Now, let's talk about the schedule here, because this is important. But this was the beauty within why I chose to feature this role tonight live. You're going to work Monday through Friday from 2:30 p.m. till 6:30 p.m. And I think that schedule is really nice. You have children to drop off at school, maybe errands to run during the day. This is going to be a role that's perfect for anyone who is stay-at-home parent, if you're retired, if you're just not looking for a full-time work commitment. This is a great schedule. You get off early enough to have dinner with the family or still do something, but you're starting late enough in the day where you could take care of different business items that you need to. So there is going to be some occasional Saturday commitment and a mandatory overtime. And let's look at these months that's mandatory overtime. August, September, which makes total sense, right? Everyone's returning back to school. And then January, where individuals are coming back off winter break. So now what you'll need in this particular role, no degree is required. They need 2 years of customer service and retention experience. Call center or remote work is a plus. Strong verbal and written communication skills, and then be comfortable multitasking in a fast-paced setting. They'd like you to be proficient with Microsoft Office, Google Drive, Outlook, and web-based tools, and have at least 1 year of homeschool experience is a plus. So having the experience with homeschooling is one of the items on Cambium's wish list. It's not required. They want you to have reliable internet, and a speed test is going to be administered. They need you to have a willingness to participate in video interviews and virtual meetings with your camera on. So if you are a person who likes to work remotely and don't like to have your camera on, this may not be a role that you have an interest in. But check out the previous roles that I've featured prior to talking about this one. Now, in terms of the benefits, there are some benefits that come along with this particular role. It's a remote work first environment with a work from home reimbursement program. So they're going to give you some dollars to set up your work from home space. Flexible, results driven culture, valuing collaboration and inclusivity, and then support for your remote office setup. If you are called for an interview, here's the pro tip that I'm going to give you particularly big right now on the interviewing landscape. And you want to share a story about handling a tough consumer question across multiple channels. So you want to show how you can navigate um, diversely within speaking with someone by phone, a chat session, or social media. And then emphasize your ability to stay positive and professional and how you make your customers feel heard and helped. Now, in the part time customer service rep sector in the US, the average pay is ranging between $16 and $20 per hour. Those within the education sector experience can earn on the higher end, though. And so, over 85% of education tech support roles are now remote or hybrid. And then companies report that 73% of parents are more satisfied with support staff who have homeschooling experience. And then customer support roles are projected to grow 8% through 2032, especially for remote part time positions. So that's going to wrap it up for all of the roles that I have to feature today. I'll be back on Thursday evening to feature some more remote roles and to answer any questions that you have or you place in the chat. If you have other questions that you have, you can always place them in the comments on my YouTube page. I do review my comments fairly frequently, and then I do respond personally to every comment or question. If there's a specific role that you're searching for, definitely be willing to put that in the comments, and I can definitely do some research and see what's out there. I have a couple comments to respond to in regards to scientist roles. So I'll be reaching out to that individual who did place a comment on my page about scientist roles because I need some more information in exactly what they're looking for. But that wraps it up for this evening's session. I wanted you to have this information available in your in your inboxes that I have posted a live stream for you to watch in the morning. And then I want to thank you all so much for watching the live stream today. If you found a job that interests you, don't forget to check the links in the description box for more information and application tips. And remember, landing a remote job can take some persistence, right? But you've got this, and I'm rooting for you every step of the way. If you want more work from home job leads and advice, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Until the next video, be kind, keep it positive, keep applying, and we can win if we don't quit. Have a great evening.